Welcome, KEG fans, to the last race of this season, round 23 in Abu Dhabi, and is it shaping up to be a pretty intense one? We are really powering through to try and get this fourth spot from Ferrari, and hopefully that's what's going to happen today, which means we really need a good qualifying, and we really need to make sure we're putting the pressure on them as we go into the race. Ferrari have qualified pretty well so far all this year, so we really need to make sure that we qualify well this time. The Drivers' Championship is by no means done yet either. We've got this race to try and determine who wins. I think it's between Norris and Verstappen, so we'll see how that goes. And I think the constructors as well and truly tied up for Mercedes at the moment, so that's a win from them on that one. We're just going to see who wins the last one at the last race of the season, and to see if we can take fourth spot from Ferrari in the last race, well, consolidate our position as fourth in front of Ferrari. So that is the goal for today, just finish in front of Ferrari. That's all we need to do. So let's take a look at how we went in the free practices. So knowing that we needed some pretty good times, Al posted the fastest time in free practice 1 with Armstrong coming in on 6th. Different things, so it's hard to sort of say how the pace is going from now. Al 8th on the softs with Armstrong going 3rd in free practice 2. So again, we're doing different things and practicing different things during these free practices. A bit of rain on the free practice 3 shows Al and Armstrong just don't have the pace there in the wet. Heading into the qualifying session, Al tops the charts and Armstrong coming in at 5th, which is good signs so far, both making it into qualifying session 2. Taking a look at this one as well, Al topping the charts once again with a 122.4 and Armstrong sitting in 6th. He's being pretty consistent there, which gets us both into Q3, where unfortunately they've slipped down a little bit. Al couldn't maintain his pace, and Armstrong unfortunately doesn't get his 6th spot either. So starting in around about the middle of the pack, which wasn't fantastic for us, but it is what it is. We're just going to have to make sure that obviously we start off pretty damn strong and get some overtaking done early. I feel like we can do that. We've had some good overtaking spots with the last race with us coming in the double podium. I feel like we have a strong chance of actually beating Ferrari here. So again, that's all we need to do today is just beat Ferrari. So depending on how they go, we'll have to go from there. So let's get into this race and see what we did during the team briefing. Let's take a look at the race strategy for us today. Let's go back and we'll personalize that. A little bit more heavier, but do we go longer? Do we go longer on the hards? And then a bit, or do we want to go mediums early? And then have hards a couple of laps before everyone pits so they get into it. I kind of reckon that. No, I reckon we just keep it that. Go a couple of laps more, and we can always decide to pit in a bit early if we need to. So we'll do that. Alright, let's do this.
So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Russell, Verstappen, Kyle, Armstrong, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Norris, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Stroll, Tsunoda, Liam Lawson, Sargent, Bottas, Albon, Ricciardo, and Zhou Guanyu. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today.
So final race for the season about to start. And away it goes after a long pause. Verstappen, a slow start as we come up next to him, coming into the first corner. Russell, Sainz and Perez all sitting there at the start. Leclerc takes first spot, which isn't great for us. We needed to be a bit further back. Oh, a little bit of a slowdown there. We just managed to miss out, crashing into him as Sainz gets in front of us. As we head down the straight, Verstappen looking, pulls up alongside us on the outside. We kind of keep our line and keep in front of him as Sainz and that go in front of us there. Our teammate now behind us is going to be battling on Verstappen. He gets in front as we try and catch up to Sainz and Russell and everyone as well. They're on... Oh, that was very close between Russell. Kind of a late move. But we were very lucky there, and we can push ourselves up into maybe fourth if I think we get past Russell, which we do. Our teammate flies up alongside him as well and gets in front of him there. Comes flying towards us as Russell looks to take another spot. We catch back up to Sainz here, who's on a medium tyre, and somehow we're catching. Maybe some difficulties there for him and Ferrari in the car last race of the season, as we just managed to keep ourselves from hitting the back of these cars. It's just been the whole entire lap so far, but we've missed them. Here we come up into the last corner. Got to be careful of the track limits there as we again avoid hitting them, as they had signed, and well, Perez is holding up signs by the looks of it, and it looks like the Ferrari out in the front is just peeling away, unfortunately. No track limits there. That would have been a just, and we'll just be a bit patient here and trust in our strategy as our teammates still behind us here. Armstrong's done really well this season and just kept us honest. He's head to head, he's won more races, well, beat us in more races, which is really unfortunate considering a lot of this was all to do with us crashing as we come into this corner down the main, well, one of the main straights. Have a look, trying to be careful. We get track limits as we're trying to watch out for these guys. Maybe a little bit too much as we come flying up next to them here. Can we go 3 down this way as we pull out onto the inside? Oh, it's the outside, sorry. Take it on the outside there. We go around. Can we make this a double? That's Leclerc, I think, next to us is trying to... Oh, no contact there as we come flying around this corner, come back into the inside line, and we take it. What a move. We've hit it. Up into second, it was Sainz that was next to us, who will now have to battle, who's sitting there on mediums. Now one of the Ferraris flying out in front there, but we managed to take him in a daring move as him and Perez fought it out coming into that last corner. Into second now. There's not enough points, I don't think, between first and second, almost, I guess, but not enough. Third, our teammate sitting in fifth. We need him to come up to get those points. We're still in danger of Ferrari taking us over at this point. What a move though. I was really impressed by that. I don't think we made any hits or anything like that. So, and now the job comes down to trying to chase down Leclerc, who's sitting in first, while defending from his teammate who's sitting behind us and who is in DRS range at the moment. And our tyres are in the optimal range here. Lap 3, which doesn't really bode well. But we'll see if we can catch here. It was pretty touch and go there for a little while, but we've managed to do it. Hopefully this has been worth waiting for on this one. Now we've already got one track limit, so we need to be careful of track limits going through here. This is where we always tend to get them. Pushing a little too hard, trying to get a little bit too much momentum through the corners. A little bit wide on that corner, but we do manage to keep it in there. So we bringing that down. Fastest lap goes to us on these hards. A little bit too wide out on that corner, slows us down a little bit, and then catches Sainz up, who still hasn't fallen out of our DRS range yet, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. He's been slowly creeping himself forward. Leclerc still sitting about the 3 second mark out in front of us. Armstrong's taken Perez. So the two teams that are fighting for fourth are Ferrari and us, the KEG Racing team. Leclerc first, L second, Sainz third, Armstrong fourth. So We're all trying to gain as much points as we can. This is a battle that you do want to keep an eye on, especially between Al and Leclerc. Armstrong sitting just a couple of seconds back now on Sainz, and nearly a second in front of Perez, which is awesome, but close, hard racing here. Hopefully there's no other yellow flags or something stupid will fuck this up, but we'll see as the race progresses. I mean, coming into lap 4 now, I can't see that being the case, considering no one's actually crashed already. You'd think it'd be it'd be something really unlucky to happen if that was going to be an issue. I can't remember what I was saying, but yeah. As I was concentrating on that little part there, we still haven't really caught up to Leclerc. Sainz has caught up to us, which isn't ideal. Our teammate doesn't seem to be catching on the Ferrari either, so bit of danger. Signs starting to spread out a little bit here as we try and keep up with Leclerc. Fastest through sector 1 as we try and, well, we've wheeled in that little reeled in that gap from Leclerc. Can we keep doing it bit by bit? We don't pit for another 6 laps or so. Slipping, sliding around there a little bit wasn't amazing, but we keep going. We're making mistakes, he can make mistakes, and that's what we're after here. As we're powering down the back straight. Slowly catching up. Maybe these tyres are starting to fade out. Oh, Jesus. Last thing I needed then was track limit. Around the corners, Ferrari still keeping us sandwiched in between them there. Our teammate holding off Perez really well. It's still not close enough behind.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
Tyres might be starting to struggle there for the Ferrari, but we've gone back into 2 seconds. Can we get that under this lap? That's the aim. Start reeling him in. Wheeling. Got time, just patience. Make sure we're hitting our corners right. Make sure we're accelerating off the corners okay. And really trying not to take too many stupid chances while we're chasing. Just get things right, you know what I'm saying? So 1-6 now. It was 2 at the start of this lap, so we're slowly gaining on him. Slowly pulling out on Sainz there as well. He's still within DRS range, unfortunately, but hopefully in the next lap or so he'll have fallen out of that. It almost feels like their tyres are starting to wear too much. And we should maybe either pass him as he goes to pit, or we'll catch him soon. So if we're overtaking like we were overtaking then, I'm kind of hoping we catch him before he goes into the pit, to be honest with you. Too far out. Whoa, lucky we weren't getting any track limit penalties there. More warnings, I should say. Slowly but surely, Leclerc's coming in. We'll get DRS to the next lap with any luck. Then it's on. A little bit too deep into that corner there. Slide around that corner. Unfortunately, snap it back in. How to let him pull out a little bit more. Again, this is all yellow. Not here. Yellow would have really been a, hey, are we gonna go in there? Oh no! The teammate, it looked like Sainz is out of the race. It's all up to Leclerc now, and if we keep these positions, it's not going to happen. I thought Sainz had some sort of issue with his car. I said it earlier when we overtook him from him and Perez. When we overtook him and Perez, I said it. God damn, I got too excited when I said that. So we'll have a look at what happened there. And as that's replaying, we will, I guess, let it know that like this now gives us fourth spot. Unless Armstrong and myself crash out, that is it. That is fourth spot for us. Now the only thing to cap this off would be to bloody catch Leclerc and take first spot. A 1-2 to finish off the season would be amazing for the team. Close enough behind. Still not probably close enough to try and take him here, but that's okay. Like I said, we're not in any real rush. We'll catch him. Staying on his tail here. A little quiet on the commentating as I concentrate. This has got to take him to get this first spot. I don't want to hit him and then take us both out, although still that gets us the win. Armstrong sitting there would be coming first. Oh, as I go too deep into that corner again, just little mistakes that are stopping me from taking him earlier or later when I need it to be. Alright, now the thing is we can nearly come into the pit, so I would imagine he's going to pit soon as we go a little bit too deep into that corner. So now it's just being patient. We can take him soon, or we can wait for him to head into the pit lane. So I can't see either one's not a bad thing. We're right up his behind, so that just means we need a really good lap when he's coming out. A little bit of contact there at the end there. I was trying to avoid it with a little bit of steering, but we managed to hit him in the backside. Very intentional as we come flying up here. This is where we took Perez on the outside. We'll head on to the inside. We mucked it up. We had him. That's okay. Better to be safe than sorry, as we tried to go for that lunge, but we missed it. He'll be pitting soon, if not now, I'd imagine. Oh no, second track limits there. We're in danger here. We'll need to win it by 3 seconds if we're not too careful. We don't want to do that, so. Still haven't managed to catch him. We'll be pitting in the next lap. Lap 12, I'd imagine it is. Can we get him down here? Moves out to the outside. Oh, and we'll take him. He goes onto the inside line. We'll come out wider just to give him some space. And we take him on that corner. Nice and smooth. He'll get DRS, but we've been saving our overtake. And we will continue to stay. He'll be pitting soon. This is a good position for us to be in now. Silently and slowly we took him, so that was really a really good chase down from us there. We think this will be win number 8 for Al in the season if he wins this one. Still no pitting from Ferrari.
In this lap,
and we come in this lap, so I'm imagining they're going to be as well.
So Marcus is in
That's
the
okay.
pits. Marcus in the pits.
I don't mind if we're going to have to chase. We'll go a bit harder this one as our teammate goes in. It looks like there's a few others that are going at the same time. Leclerc not pitting with him. Not with us, sorry. Ocon coming up into third, 18 seconds behind. Armstrong should come back out in front of Perez, Verstappen and Hamilton and everyone pitting next lap. We're going to finish off the next 8 laps with some mediums. Well, everyone else who's on the medium now will probably go to the hards, which is what I'm imagining Leclerc and that are doing. Surprised they didn't go earlier to pit the mediums and then have them all set and ready to go while we still have to warm up on our mediums when we come out and their hards would be ready. I suppose they're a little bit faster, but I mean, would you take that chance last race of the season? You're going for 4th? We'll find out, I suppose. Oh, that wasn't the corner. Now we're going to have to fucking win by 3 seconds. Oh, no. Ah, it was a bit early.
Okay, go, go, go. Good job from you and the crew
that's
there.
not helped
We're
us.
satisfied with that. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound.
So 3 seconds is what we're aiming to win by now. And we come back out in first, Hamilton in second, Leclerc already in second and a half behind on his hard. We should have enough pace in these to get it. Perez come out in front of our teammate. What the hell happened in the pit stop? Not great, not what we wanted. Can't believe on the pit stop we managed to smash ourselves and do that. So we need a 3-second gap between us and Leclerc. Armstrong to take Perez again. Come on, Armstrong, keep that position. Hamilton, something happened to Hamilton there. He's gone. Did he pit? I didn't watch. I'm assuming he pit. No flags come up. Verstappen should be pitting this one, which puts Armstrong back up into third. And we'll see how far behind he is from Leclerc after that, as Leclerc slips at about 3 seconds, which gives us the win so far now and secures 4th. So we'll see if we can extend that lead as we go along. I can't believe we stuffed up that. Last race of the season and we slipped on the pit stop. Although you can't say it's not been the first time this season that it's happened. So, Armstrong sitting in 5th. It does not look like Verstappen went into pit. I wonder how many pit stops he's had. Probably already been in. Or he's going a little bit longer on those mediums, which doesn't seem to have helped him in the end. But he will be holding our teammate up, which would probably give Perez the way to the better positioning, I suppose, if he does pit. Wouldn't imagine though that Red Bull had them start on the mediums on this one, not like Ferrari did. I would have thought they would have been hard, so I didn't see where they were at the start. So yeah. Now all our focus really, apart from the commentating, is trying to make sure that we get them with outside that 3 second little gap. And keep them there as we go fastest lap again.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.5 seconds.
4.5 seconds against Armstrong. Verstappen, it looks like again. Oh, that didn't sound good. Verstappen again, not pitting. So Armstrong's going to have to try and take Verstappen here, and then go for Hamilton. Jesus. That stuffed up Armstrong's race. I thought he was sitting pretty where he was. Didn't even notice that they were where they were. It's really unfortunate. Six laps left to this one. And we've got Hamilton outside of our 3 seconds. That's not what I was thinking we had to avoid. I honestly thought they were going to pit a bit later. But apparently, they've already pitted. Which is interesting considering. Didn't even see where they were. So when I look back at the replay of this, it'd be interesting to see what's happened. I've got a feeling that Sainz had a mechanical failure. If we've already seen the replay, so if that was the case, ding ding, winner winner chicken dinner. I can't imagine it have been a crash or anything like that because no one else really got into trouble with it. So, but 5 laps left now, and just banging it around with our 3-second penalty. So for those who don't know, and I imagine if you're watching this, you do know you're a fan of F1 or you've played the game or something at least, but should I tell you like the commentators do on the TV? Yes, I think I will. The 3-second penalty will be served at the end of the race, which is why it is pretty important that I finish and beat these guys over 3 seconds. Although Hamilton right behind me and seconds not too bad, that kind of stops Ferrari from getting those extra points that they need to claim 4th spot back. That being said, the only Ferrari out on the track is Leclerc, and he needs to get me to, I need to crash for him and fall well down the order, have a spin out or something for them to not have to worry about me scoring points to win it. 18 points for Ferrari is all they need. At the moment, I'm pretty sure Armstrong sitting in 4th doesn't have enough to cover it by himself. Whereas Leclerc sitting on what? I can't remember what the point is after that one, but lower on the points, but still within striking distance of me. But me being, what, at the moment 25 points. If I get that fastest lap, it's another 1 point. So well in front of him there by at least 10 points, which means that we, claim this 4th spot, which isn't ideal. It's not what we wanted to do. We don't want it to be 4th spot. We wanted it to be, better. We wanted to be first, considering last season we won the Drivers' Championship and then the Constructors' Championship, and this year we weren't even in the running. There was the start of I'll go through it a bit later, because we start going through it now. The season's not even finished yet. We're pretty much like, oh look, we've won, and we're not near the end of this at all. So good chase down by us in the opening laps there to get there. The great overtake coming into turn whatever it is, where we went 3 abreast and I went around the outside, took both Perez and I think it was Sainz, which was, one of my favourite overtakes of the season. And maybe next season when we put it up, we can go, I could do my favourite overtakes and we'll have a look at them at the end of the year or something. So that's probably a good idea, but that's going to be for next year because I don't have the ability to do that right now. As we go through, 3 laps left. Not a bad race from us at the moment. Looking back behind us, Armstrong is now a whole second behind Leclerc. Not great. He was 3rd. I was hoping for a double podium, but not even just any, like a 1-2. But no, not allowed to do that. Oh, come on, Armstrong. Make sure you catch it, mate. Bit slow around those corners. Got the ability to take it a little bit easier now. Take a look at those tyres, 16%, we're doing really well with them. And not much happening in the way up here. It was all very exciting at the start of the race, lots happened, but not right now as we're heading into our, 3rd last lap. Three laps to go, or 2 laps to go. 3 laps technically, isn't it? obviously 1, 19's 2, and then 20's 3.
9.0 seconds.
So 9 seconds, it's plenty of enough space there for us to have this penalty. It's good to see we come good at the end of the season. I thought for a moment we weren't going to catch those cars at all at the start of this race, but no, we definitely did, which was really nice to have seen. Armstrong closing the gap on Leclerc. I wonder what's happened to Leclerc then. It just seems weird that he was a whole second in front a minute ago, and now he's what, 0.4 seconds in front. And Armstrong closing quickly. Really quickly, in fact. Jesus. Come on, Armstrong. Get him. Need you to come third here, buddy. Let's finish off this season with a really good double podium. Somehow Hamilton, through strategy or whatever you want to call it, got second and in second. I can't see either Leclerc or Armstrong catching him. And that's just insane. Didn't even notice that he was in contention for a podium, let alone, you know, fast enough to keep up with us.
Enough fuel for 3 more laps.
All right. 2 more laps to go. Come on, Armstrong, get him. Keeping an eye on that. Want him to come third. The tyres seem to be failing Ferrari today. Whether it's a strategy or something that they've gone for, or the setup in their car just hasn't worked for them today. But it'll let us to cruise on through. He's 0.3 seconds behind. Come on, we're going to go down his main straight soon. Make sure you get him. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong ones. Leclerc's caught up to Hamilton. Hamilton seems to have slowed down on his mediums.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Oh, between second, third and fourth, it's bloody close. Verstappen now coming into that mix as well. Jesus, the battle behind us for the last race would be bloody exciting. If only we could see it. Can't believe that they're all that close. Lap 19, Armstrong takes Hamilton. What the heck? Leclerc coming into second. It's not going to be enough with Armstrong coming in third if he can keep that. We'll see what happens as we head around the final corner and head into our last lap. Armstrong, let's see if he can't get Leclerc. Wouldn't mind seeing what happened there, because that was pretty damn tight. They all caught up to each other.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push
Bottas out of the session. Well, oh, Alexander Albon out of the session too. Let's waste no time. We'll take a look at it. Now that one seems to be a crash. I don't know. No yellow flag, but they damaged themselves clearly enough that they had to sit out of this race. I suppose you're not going to do it when, if it's early on in the track, we're not going to be going too fast through it. Come on, Armstrong, bring it home, buddy. Doesn't matter about second right now. Third, well, good. Just bring it all home. Bring it on back now, don't stop, never give up. I hope you get high and reach the top. Next level you have got, bring it on back here. And now I'm saying, we'll do S Club 7 as we head around some S Bend here. Look at that. Topical. And finally we got that 3-second penalty, but that didn't deter us. Final corner, heading into it, and that's the last win of the season.
Wow, there it is, mate, the checkered flag, and the checkered flag on the season as well, and what a season it's been. We've had our ups and downs.
Victory today then, but bittersweet emotions, I'm sure, as the championship slips through their fingers. Even so, what a fantastic final race of the season this was. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure. And with that, another year of Formula One draws to a close and a new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible...
What a way to end this season, pretty damn strongly if I don't say. Again, Al coming first, Armstrong coming third. Another double podium for us, which was amazing to end the season on and really make sure that we got that fourth spot. Al stays fifth, couldn't catch up to Norris unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's like we said last race, Norris was a little bit too far out of reach for him anyway. Armstrong does take Piastri and gets ninth spot by 4 points. Not as good as last year, but still pretty damn good that he's fought back to get that one. Take a look at the constructors. Mercedes obviously well ahead there. We do take over Ferrari and we were only 5 points behind McLaren. So who knows what would have happened if we had had a better result in maybe, I think there was a sprint we lost, and maybe a few of the other races. We may have been pushing for third instead of fourth. So a few things we need to work on and get ready for next season when it does come along as well. So that's the end of the season there, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll have a quick recap on our race that just happened. So, plenty of overtakes there. My favourite one was the three of us going down I can't remember, near the back straight there and going around that long one where we ended up taking over, was it Leclerc and Perez, which was an amazing overtake. I absolutely loved it. And with Sainz, I think it was going out of the race, cemented us pretty much that we had won the fourth spot. We just needed to make sure we finished the damn race. So finishing it the way we did was amazing. I can't have asked more from the team. That is it, like I said, for the season. We will be back after a break, and we'll be back with season 5, I think we're up to now, and we will be using F124 for that one there, but we will be taking a little bit of a break from the Kyle's World of Sports for a little while. It takes a lot to make these videos and they're pretty much back to back these seasons, so we need to make sure that we have a little break, and we'll get back to it sometime next year. I'm not sure when yet. I haven't really decided when that's going to happen, but we will be doing that. Also, next season, we won't be having Armstrong. Unfortunately, the last 2 seasons, he's been killing it for us. It's going to be tense to see who we're going to be having next season. We still haven't signed anyone yet, so we'll find out what's going to happen when we get to that on our F124. So, all new season and all new everything there. There was a few stats and stuff that went our way. I think Verstappen got the most podiums out of this season, but Al pretty much topped the chart to everything else. Sprint wins, the amount of wins, I think it was 7. Sprint wins was 3. He crashed like 7 times, which wasn't great. Most DNFs for Al. Not the stats you want, but there they were. And the MVP for the team this season, for KEG Racing Team anyway, was Marcus Armstrong. So he scored consistent points for us this season and pretty much kept us in touch where we could be fourth, with Al crashing out, like I said, 7 times, or DNFing at least 7 times, so that we didn't get any points from him on those races. So well done to Marcus Armstrong on getting that award from us this year, and Al needs a bit more improvement considering he is the owner. He won unfortunately, Al won the Constructors Championship as well. Smashed his car up a little bit too much this season, so that's something he has to work on. So we wish Marcus Armstrong the best in his endeavours going forward. Hopefully to see him back in the F1s at some point as well. Alright guys, thank you very much for joining us today, and thank you for joining us for the season. Make sure that you do follow us on Twitch. We are still doing an AFL season at the moment, so if you want to have a look at that one, let's get into that one before we go on break for the World of Sports as well. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Instagram to see updates on when we'll be coming back for the F1s and everything as well, and on Twitch, and on TikTok to see the highlights when they drop. They should all be up there at the moment now anyway, so make sure you relive every highlight from every race this season. Every race is up on YouTube as well, so make sure you subscribe to this channel to see all the new stuff that we will be doing. We will still be doing some stuff. It's just not going to be racing after the AFL season finishes or any sports stuff for a little while. Just have a bit of a break and try something new. And make sure you do subscribe to this channel, like I said, to make sure that you do get to see all that sort of stuff as well. Every race for this season is up there as well, except for race 18 because we deleted the race footage, unfortunately. But the highlights are there up on TikTok, so make sure you check it out if you want to see what happened. All right, guys, once more, thank you so much for this season. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here with us. Hopefully you got there on Twitch to see them, and I really appreciate everything going forward. We will be back at some point, but for now, we'll see you on track next time.
PlayStation